Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, it's going to be a PvP Brave Noob World, a replay that was sent to Sniper Monkey at the email address in the description. He looked them all over and sent me two to choose from. I chose this one, here on Purity and Industry. Alright, so top side of the map, it is the red Protoss player, BaderLord, and in the bottom side of the map, it is the blue Protoss player, junkspot. Alright, should be good stuff here. In Brave Noob World, it's just my examination. Did he just recall his own probes from his probe line into the... What is happening? Ah! This is why I like Brave Noob World. It's my examination of Bronze and Silver League level games. So if you have a Bronze or a Silver League level game you want cast by Falcon Paladin, send it to Sniper Monkey, and he'll at least watch it. I can promise you that. Good dude that way. Alright, so proxy pylon here from BaderLord coming up inside the natural base of junkspot. A forge coming up from junkspot inside of his own house here. And he's got some gas. What? This is why I love it, man. What is even happening? Ooh, there you go. Throwing up a pylon on the other end. If you're cannon rushing, though, I don't know. You don't need an assimilator is the whole plan here. Let's see what happens, though. Let's keep an eye on this. Neither player has any idea there's a proxy pylon coming up inside their natural base, effectively. They're just doing their own stuff back home. A gateway and a forge here from BaderLord. And still no gas saturation from junkspot. BaderLord's not doing anything because he can't yet. His forge isn't done. His gateway's not done. And warp is not done. Definitely not done. Cannoning the bottom of the ramp here is junkspot. Can he get up to the high ground with this probe? Here's the problem with cannoning the low ground is that stalkers can get up here and just shoot the cannons without them being able to shoot back because they have the high ground. So what you do is you bring the probe up and you walk it around and try to keep it out of the range of things that can kill it while the cannons enjoy the vision and shoot stuff. So, I don't know, man. Cannons here, too. This is a beautiful start. This is a beautiful start to a Brave Noob World match. I am just over the moon about how this is going so far. Wow, what is this guy doing? Junkspot, I see you. I see your probe down here, friend. What are you up to? Cannon here from BaderLord. Okay, like, nobody knows anything, right? Yes, nobody knows anything about the cannons that are close to their base. Cybercore on the way from BaderLord. I keep expecting this probe to throw down a pylon or something for junkspot. He has the resources to do so. It's a very strange... Okay, he saturated his first gas. Second gas is now being saturated too. So, and his own Cybercore is coming up here. So both players effectively doing the same thing. Throwing up a few cannons at the bottom of their opponent's ramp. And while they're busy dealing with the cannons, we're going into Cybercore tech. So what exactly that is, I have to assume carriers, just because this is kind of what lower level Protoss like to do, is cannon rush into carrier play. Really investing in it. Oh, that's actually a shield battery. I kind of like that from BaderLord. So investing a little bit more down here than junkspot did. But junkspot is just taking an expansion at the bottom left at the gold. All right, cool, dude. He is going for a gold expansion ninja bottom left while just allowing these cannons to do their work. Nobody's even tried to leave their base yet. Since those first probes left, everyone has stayed at home. Nobody's worried about anything. Junkspot is, in fact, getting warp in here, warp gate technology. On the other end, oh, he's just building a Stargate. All right, man. So BaderLord's building a Stargate here. This feels like a Void Ray shield battery cannon kind of a deal. Man, who's going to come out on top here? I don't even know. Okay, now this is where we're going to discover there's cannons. BaderLord is like, take a natural. Whoa, cannon. Ooh, good reaction time from BaderLord. That's actually not bad. I mean, a terrible, terrible player would have walked the probe down there and had it killed. That's me, by the way. I would have been like, go drone, expand. And then I would have heard your units are under attack. And I'd be like, wait, what? And then it would be dead. Robo facility on the way from BaderLord. He wants to get some immortals to kill these, but really all you need is like 2 stalkers, I promise. You just high ground these cannons. You got them. You don't need an immortal for that. Immortals are good because they kill the cannons super fast and don't take much damage from them. Stalkers will take damage from them and hit them pretty hard, but again, if you have the high ground, you're not taking the damage. I promise. Stalker here from junkspot. Gateway, robotics facility, and here we go. See, lower level player, bam. Probe comes down and gets murdered instantly. So he's like, oh, there's cannons and shield batteries down here. BaderLord doesn't quite have the resources to build anything yet. He's working on it. He does have double gas saturation inside his main base. Oh, it is a fleet beacon on the way from him, too. That has been there for some time. Dude, junkspot's going to win this game just because of his economy. Although, I mean, honestly, what does he have? A Stalker? Like, a Void Ray shows up here, prismatic alignment, bam, dead. Prismatic alignment on that one, bam, dead. And I think that's, I mean, junkspot's main base at least is toast. So it is a Void Ray initially. I'm not sure if that's for Flux Veins on the Fleet Beacon. Or not, right? I'm not entirely sure. BaderLord, how? Oh, okay. So he's expanding down here because he had that probe out too. So both players with the probes they use to build their cannons have expanded ninjally. Another player knows the other one. Oh, hold on. Yeah, neither player knows the other one exists. So again, not a lot of scouting in this game. I'm just going to chalk this up to definitely a Brave Noob World style moment. BaderLord got a Warp Prism coming in. Interesting. I thought he'd make an Immortal, but sure, Warp Prism is cool too. All right, man, it's a Stalker here. It's 2 Stalkers from junkspot. Junkspot knows this contain is here. He's like, whatever, we're good. You have any Chrono Boost available? You have so much Chrono available. Oh, there should be 3. Okay, maybe that's a carrier. There should be at least a carrier out by now if you've been using Chrono Boost. So economically, it's 26 to 35 total workers in favor of junkspot, who again is effectively on 3 bases right now. Got a ton of gas income. junkspot can afford to make a ton of stuff. He's just, I mean, sentries, sure. What has he been spending his gas on? I guess junkspot is making Void Rays. Ah, here, okay. Here it is, gold expansion on the bottom left. If you're wondering why you haven't seen Purity and Industry on your ladder experiences recently, it's because it was removed from the map pool. So that's a question you have. Now you know the answer. Thanks to Somicron for that tidbit of information. Speaking of Somicron, you ever heard of the Falcon Paladin Hour? It is a weekly podcast with myself and Somicron as we talk about StarCraft 2 and make bets on stuff like GSL. We talk about anime and TV shows and movies and books and all sorts of great stuff. We've recently talked about the anime Id Invaded. It's a new anime from the year 2020. And pretty good stuff, man. Pretty good stuff so far. I finished Season 1, really enjoyed it. Looking forward to Season 2. Somicron's been watching Demon Slayer at my recommendation. He hasn't been liking it as much as I love it, but I don't know. He's not done with Season 1 yet, so we'll see. Dun, 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 dun. Observer here from junkspot. Still doesn't know their Stargates. Still, I mean, this is hilarious. Proxy carriers after the cannon contain. Place your bets here at the 7.5 minute mark. Put a comment in here. I'll read it. Put a comment in here that says, at 7.5 minutes, I think this player is going to win the game. Because I don't know. I really don't. A junkspot, again, has the better economy. But army value, it is bigger for him too. But like that, these immortals can't shoot up. And these sentries aren't going to be super useful versus the carriers either. BaderLord's on 2 bases. Junkspot hasn't really fully saturated his 3rd, but it's still helping his income quite a bit. You can see it's 2,000 minerals to like 1,000 minerals right now. Junkspot, especially with the gold, is really, really good on the mineral income at the moment. And gas as well with these 3rd and 4th, or rather, yeah, 5th and 6th assimilators. Good grief. Like the observer up here on the island, making sure nobody's sneaking anything past you, because that's something that's been done in the past. For sure. We got 3 immortals. +1 air. This is so Brave Noob World. This is so much. People are just like, well, attacking is scary. You could lose stuff, so we're not going to attack very much. We're just going to sit back, relax, enjoy the show. You think if you stood like right here, this fan would propel you upwards? Can't tell which way the blades are curved, whether it's got to be blowing out, right? Or whatever this factory thing is. It can't be sucking air in. Maybe it can to keep things cool. I don't know. Tell me what you think about that thing in the comments. Again, I'll read it. Tempest's on the way from BaderLord. Sure, we'll just get all the Skytoss things in the entire universe, and he's taking another base. Again, nobody knows about anybody else's secret bases. The only thing any player knows is that there are cannons in front of their base. I'm here. And that's it. They are both going Skytoss, independent of each other. Both deciding to not move out and try to do anything. Because, you know, there's scary cannons down there. Like, these 4 immortals crushed this. I know there's shield batteries, but seriously. Absolutely crushes this. A Dark Shrine on the way from junkspot in addition to all of his gateways. Sure, why not? Why on earth wouldn't you make a Dark Shrine here? And aha! Accidental discovery. Junkspot's Void Rays find BaderLord's third sneaky base down south. And the response from BaderLord are his 3 carriers. And a Void Ray. And nothing dies for BaderLord. Excellent. Saves his third as well. Yeah, I really feel like BaderLord doing pretty well. Although, hold on. Junkspot trying to get down this ramp, but he A-moved, and as a result, the units at the front are attacking this thing and not letting anybody else get through because they're just stopped at attacking. This is incredible. This is true Brave Noob World stuff right now. The fact that everything is stuck back. Oh, wait. He's doing it. He's walking down the ramp. He figured it out. The Immortals are great against the cannons. They're terrible against everything else. The Stalkers are pretty decent here. Oh, a Tempest is out for Junkspot, getting some decent hits off on these carriers as well. Yeah, to deal with the Stalkers, there are no shield batteries to help you. The Tempest kind of like move commanded over here and then got destroyed. Dude, BaderLord. I think BaderLord has done it. 49 to 36 army supply in favor of BaderLord. Got more Tempests coming in from Junkspot, though, and they are a good answer to these other Tempests, for example, and these carriers. You need to keep going, man. Keep pushing forward. What are you even looking at right now? Okay, so he's looking at the enemy. There you go. There's the A move. Does he have detection? He does. And the poor Dark Templar are just getting, obliterated here. Where? Ah, the Tempests are here from Junkspot. With good micro, the Tempest could do some serious business, but there is not good micro, and as a result, nothing dies for BaderLord. Is he still... Okay, he lost a Void Ray and a Tempest so far, but it's not a whole lot. So it's 1,900 resources lost to 10,000 resources lost in favor of BaderLord right now. It's not that he's playing super well, it's just poor Junkspot is struggling mightily. His main base is toast. This is so silver level, bronze level. I like it. All right, so at this point, look, BaderLord's like, does he think he has this one? He might think he has this one. Because, like, he doesn't know about these. He doesn't know about this base down here or this base down here. Does anybody have upgrades? 1-1 is done for BaderLord. 1-1 is also done for Junkspot. All right, cool. He's got some ground upgrades that aren't helping very much. Tempest wrecking BaderLord's third Nexus with one probe who lives here. Yeah, man. There aren't a lot of carriers. They're just kind of casually... Kind of like Broodlords, right? 2 or 3 Broodlords, not that scary. 12 Broodlords, really scary. 2 or 3 carriers, not that scary. 12 carriers, extremely terrifying. Junkspot kind of winning the day down here. 2 carriers versus 1. I don't even... Are his attacking interceptors? I think his are attacking interceptors. And BaderLord's carrier goes down. So BaderLord not having a good time. Remember when he had 1,000 resources lost? It's 3,000 now. As he keeps losing carriers engagements that perhaps he shouldn't otherwise. I don't actually know. So BaderLord loses his third. Again, economically, Junkspot in a better position right now. It is 39 to 37 army supply. It's tight. It is extremely tight as we're looking at who's going to come out on top. Tempests getting direct hits off on the carriers. Okay, so Junkspot's carrier is toast. The other one, assuming the Tempest decides to focus on the carrier. BaderLord might lose one here too. Lower and lower. Bam, it does go down, and then Junkspot loses another one. The Tempest doing a great job target firing on the bodies of the carriers. Both players have done an okay job at that. Not perfect, but still. DT down. Army supply 39 to 17. Junkspot. Gas. Gas is his problem. He has so much gas income, but he's been spending it all, and he's been losing it all. And resources lost right now is 15,000 to 5,000. Junkspot struggling. Struggling immensely. BaderLord loses a War Prism for nothing. Oh, hold on. It gets out of there. I'm not sure if that was micro or not. But he got it out of there. Might have been the cannon just retreating for, you know, AI's sake. Cannons firing. Junkspot holding on as best as he can. The War Prism does go down as there are no other targets for these carriers to hit. And he does save the base. Again, it is... Junkspot's economy is okay. It really is right now. BaderLord is oversaturated everywhere at the moment. Income is favoring Junkspot just a little bit here. His main base has nothing going on, so that hurts him. That hurts him a bit there. And Junkspot's really defending his only source of income at the moment, right? His main base is gone. His gold base is effective. Oh, yeah, it's done. There are 70 minerals there. That'll be done in no time. And this one base, he's turtling up on it as hard as he can. It's 54 to 43 army supply. Do we have further upgrades at all? Not for air, no. Oh, they each both have shield level 1, too. Nice. Pretty good stuff. BaderLord, he knows about Chrono Boost. He is now chronoing all 3 of the Stargates and making, 4 of the Stargates, making Skytossy stuff. Oh, yeah. A mothership, 3 carriers, and 2 Tempests in production at a time. BaderLord, again, he's had a pretty good handle on this game. He managed to protect his Nexus. Hasn't lost a Nexus yet here, which is fantastic. Ah, Junkspot expanding left, though. Junkspot trying to make a game of this thing. This is... Oh, this is good. This is so good. All right, here we go. Big army difference here for BaderLord, but there are cannons. But the target firing here is pretty good, and Junkspot going to lose a couple carriers here real fast if he's not careful, and he does pull back. The Tempest not target firing anything right now. A lot of the interceptors are going down, but they're target firing cannons, and they're getting pylons and depowering some of these cannons on the low ground. Good. The depowering is great right now. The interceptor count is 9 for Junkspot and 14 for BaderLord. Pulling back. You know what would be great is some shield batteries at this base. You can kind of back and forth go to and from. Yeah, this might be like the straight up most Brave Noob World cast I've had since we changed over to the name Brave Noob World. This is fantastic. Resources lost 70,000 to 7,000, again in favor of BaderLord. Having a great time with that. 6 probes have died for BaderLord, 26 have gone down for Junkspot. Is throwing up cannons in case Junkspot decides to head on over, but again, he doesn't know about this, he doesn't know about this. Like, the scouting in this game has not been great. Pro tip for everybody watching this, scout. The weirder the game is, the more you need to have a good idea of what your opponents are up to and where they have bases so you can kill them. Or at the very least, expand yourself and try to keep up economically, I know. So BaderLord expanding to this low ground area, which seems okay, I guess. Junkspot expanding again. Dude, if Junkspot manages to win this game, it's going to be because of his expansions. It really is. Bader has really only been on 3 bases this entire game. And he also has a massive army advantage right now. So here's the mothership. Again, the cannons are providing a lot of detection here. So the mothership dies instantly because that's what motherships do. They're just really big threats overall. Nobody really target firing at the moment. Okay, maybe the Tempest for BaderLord are, but Junkspot's struggling a lot here. And this might just be the end of the road for Junkspot. It's a 73 to 27 army supply difference in favor of BaderLord. Junkspot going to lose this base, but again, he's got the sneaky bases on the left side. I'm not sure it's over for him yet. It's just the army supply difference is massive. Also, I'm not sure what the interceptor count is. It's 7 for Junkspot and 1 for BaderLord. All of his carriers are dead. Ooh, nice target fire on that Artosis pylon. Wow, look at how many dead, or not dead, but just unpowered cannons there are here. BaderLord's like, all right, I had a huge advantage, but all those cannons kept ruining everything, ruining all my interceptors. Junkspot warped in some DTs from his main base. He managed to repower these gateways at some point, and then sent them directly into cannons, which... not recommended behavior. It turns out things that can see Dark Templar and hit them are bad for Dark Templar. And cannons are detectors. Shield batteries coming up for BaderLord. Again, only at 49 workers here in 19 minutes, but not that he really needs many more to saturate everything he's working with. I guess he could use some more to saturate this gas in the bottom right. So Mass Tempest. He's like, you know what's bad? Carriers. Carriers are bad units. So BaderLord is going for it, man. Oh, DTs are after BaderLord's newest base here on the low ground. They saw it earlier, bypassed it because they were afraid. Well, because they wanted to attack the cannons and die instead, I guess. But yeah, you know what's good against DTs is Tempests. I feel like this is BaderLord's game to win, even though junkspot, again, doing a great job expanding. I would argue better than BaderLord is, really. So he doesn't know there's a base here, but he's making a beeline for it. BaderLord, what do you see? What do your elven eyes see? Oh, he's checking if there's a base here. Okay, so he's checking for bases, and look at this. What to his wondrous eyes do appear but a nexus and like 20 probes. No, just kill the nexus, you got it. Army supply is 70 to 53. Enemy tempests are here. Like, maybe you should try to kill the enemy tempest instead of the probes. I understand you want to ruin his economy, but like, you can't lose all your tempests in the process. Dang, junkspot. You making a comeback here? Comeback player of the year? Dude, the Mass Tempest from junkspot, it is a 42 to 34 army supply right now. And these carriers from BaderLord are done. I thought we decided that carriers were bad, you guys. I thought we'd made that discovery earlier, but apparently no. Apparently that is not what happened at all. And the carriers are out. So 40 to 49 army supply. Flux Veins is on the way in a mothership. Ugh, mothership for junkspot. 3 carriers on the way from BaderLord. Dude, stop making carriers, man. He's gonna lose his newest source of income, which is horrible news for him. I feel like BaderLord could have won that engagement against junkspot over there on the left side if he had just focused on the enemy attackers instead of the probes. He's bad at killing probes anyway with those tempests, man. What are you doing? Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Wow. Here's the engagement of the century. Got the cannons doing some good work here. Shield batteries healing up, but the mothership dies anyway. And junkspot is diving in here with void rays and tempests. The target firing not super ideal. Cannons firing on void rays is not good for them either. God, this game is so stupid close for this low level. That's insane. Reinforcements from BaderLord have been so good today. And he does show up with enough carriers to handle the rest of the stuff. Again, it helps that the void rays died to the cannons. It helps that the tempest also died. Army supply 28 to 34 here at the 23-minute mark of the game. So again, he knows this exists, but he doesn't know about this one or about this one, which is dead anyway, so I'm not sure. I guess there's production that's kind of important down here. Currently, speaking of production, we're working off of a, how many Stargates per player here? 4 Stargates, 2 3 Stargates at the moment. BaderLord has 4, junkspot has 3. So part of the reason, I don't know, BaderLord's doing better on production is because he has more Stargates. Look at him learning his lesson, taking down the, trying to take down the Nexus first. Void rays come in. They don't prismatic alignment at all. Okay, that was not great. And then he goes after the probes. Dude, but remember the Nexus? Remember how we talked about taking down the Nexus and how good it was? Alright, there we go. And all the probes die. So it's 53 workers at BaderLord for 45 for junkspot. He's replanting the base on the low ground that he lost earlier. He's heading south because he has an idea there's probably something between this base that junkspot has and this base that junkspot has. So here we go. Mothership from junkspot trying to hold on against these carriers. Where did his observers go? Did he lose? Oh boy, BaderLord. It's okay. He killed the mothership. Everything's totally fine. Look at him, junkspot bringing zealots to a carrier battle. Dude, you can't run from these stalkers. They're faster than you. But this game is bananas. Like, I don't even... High ground will help, though. High ground evacuation, not a bad idea. Again, BaderLord always has stuff in production. He's got Tempest, he's got carriers in production. These Zealots from junkspot are going to try to take down this Nexus, but like there's enough anti-air here that they're not going to. The stalk, again, handful of stalkers. This is the lowest econ, smallest battle game I have seen in some time. Zealot's getting in here. Dude, is junkspot going to pull this out because he got a DT down here and is killing probes? Again, BaderLord has stuff in production and junkspot does not. Producing things all the time is a good way to win this game. Well, players have done a pretty good job of staying out of supply block too, which is entirely fair considering, well, they both have a lot of supply. Junkspot's working on 172 available supply, 64 of which are active. Bad rally, BaderLord. Bad rally, get out of there. Shield battery, heal up the dead one. Overcharge it. Oh, does he have to overcharge? No, I don't think he does. And look, again, reinforcements from BaderLord. This has been this like closest 26-minute game I have seen in a Brave Noob world. Holy smokes. BaderLord's gonna get mined out of his main here at some point. But somehow he always has more gas than junkspot does. What is junkspot doing that requires so much gas? I guess the void rays are gas heavy and not really getting much worth. Still, 37,000 to 25,000 resources lost. BaderLord doing it here. But look, junkspot is taking the third base location for BaderLord. Again, the expanding is humongous. Lost this again. Of course he did. There's a DT down here. Wop. This guy has got 9 kills. And maybe even going to kill a Nexus. Can he kill it faster than it's building? He can. Wait. Where is it? Let me select the Nexus. Oh, it's gone. All right, dude. 10 kills on this fellow. Oh, and then he wandered into cannon range and died. Okay. Again, DTs, bad. Cannons are not good for you. So if junkspot wins this game and BaderLord loses it, it's because junkspot expanded 1,000,000 times and BaderLord did not. That's what it comes down to. And BaderLord just didn't have detection. He doesn't know about these bases. He barely knows about this one. He's just playing in so much darkness right now. He knows this base exists. He can't kill it because of cannons, he thinks. He knows this base is mined out. That's what the production is. And he knows he killed this base at some point. But he doesn't know about everybody up to the north right now. So it's really important that BaderLord gets this base, which is why he is sticking around with this Sky Toss, because coming home is difficult. Bunch of gateway units coming out of junkspot here that just not, I mean, why would you bring Zealots to a Sky Toss fight? I don't know. I guess maybe you can kill the Nexus, maybe, if you take it down. I mean, they're just not target firing anything enough really here. So that Zealot dies, the Stalkers are dead, army supply 64 to 5. Dude, BaderLord needs to go, and he needs to go now. I know it's impossible to tell this when you're in the middle of a match, when you have this window when you can absolutely destroy the other player. But, like, this is one of those windows, man. Hey, look, an Archon. Pretty good against Interceptors, but, like, yikes. +2 armor and +2 shields is done for BaderLord. Still has the +1 attack and is not working on any further attack upgrades for his Sky Toss. So he's going to make sure that these stupid gateways are depowered because they've been a bit of a thorn in his side here today. Alright, so we depower everything. We kill the Dark Shrine because that has been causing us some issues. I don't even know. Why'd you bring probes over here, Junkspot? What is your plan? BaderLord's down to 80 minerals. He does have the one base mining, which he needs to bring a bunch of probes over from this dead base to this one to fully saturate it to 15 or 16 instead of 11. Yeah, these guys are disinterested. 31 kill carrier, by the way. This is a massively successful carrier. Oh, look how long it takes carriers to kill buildings, man. Especially if they only have +1 attack. Dude, but Junkspot is not giving up. He is just aggressive. He refuses to die. Remember when it was like 70 to 5 army supply? And Junkspot was going to die if BaderLord like attacked him at all, but then that didn't happen, and now Junkspot's back up and doing okay? I remember that. I remember that a lot. Oh, that's what we were doing. We were cannon rushing BaderLord's main base. So both players' mains are dying at the same time in different ways. I really don't know why our priority here was to kill this main, except that the fleet beacon is present, which means, well, can't make any more carriers if the fleet beacon dies. BaderLord has some idle probes down here. He needs to put to work. Pro tip, about right here when you're playing the game, there's an idle workers button. If you click it, it will select all the workers who are doing nothing right now. And you can put them somewhere where they can actually do some work. BaderLord's down to 100 minerals, guys. Man, this is a game for the ages. It makes me sad because like 1,100 people will watch this, which is such a small percentage of my overall subscriber number. Which, I mean, I get it. I guess part of it is a lot of people are just here for the Brood War, and this is not Brood War, so those people aren't going to watch anyway. But like StarCraft 2 fans, I don't know why you're not watching the Slowbie stuff. It is weird every time. BaderLord's expanded again, you guys. For only the 4th time today in 32 minutes, he's expanded again. If he wins, it's going to be because he's been expanding pretty well. Why is he long distance mining? There's slots. Look, it says 7 out of 16 available. Maybe those aren't turned on. You can turn those off in options and display options. Maybe it's not on, and that's why he isn't fully saturating this base like he needs to. Junkspot, 55 workers. Income has, again, been pretty consistently better this whole game. Junkspot is he's spending so many resources on these cannons to kill these buildings, though. Okay, he's making 3 Tempests and 4 cannons. And working on +2 air at the same time his best friend BaderLord here is. And army supply 86 to 41. BaderLord still has this lead, but he's afraid to move out because the last couple times he's moved out, it's been a bad experience for him, right? He's lost stuff. He hasn't really been able to kill enemy bases. Counterattacks have ruined his own nexuses. Dun, 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 dun. I love this like 30-minute cannon rush from Junkspot, wiping out BaderLord's main. Because like Junkspot's main is gone too, so this has to be right. That's what this has to be. Is a good time. Hey, we accidentally found another base. We just decided to move over this direction for funsies and see what we could see, and we found an entire base of Junkspots, which has Rich Vespine Geyser that he hasn't bothered to take any gas from at all. Here comes the army from Junkspot, though. He's got Void Rays. He's got Tempest. These carriers are in trouble. Dude, is Junkspot going to win another engagement handily? Oh, the carriers are running, but remember, Tempests are fast now. Oh, boy. Oh, but they held back. They held back to save their Nexus from certain death. Labbot 1X watches on as science happens in front of him. It's still 71 to 44 army supply in favor of BaderLord. I like that he has an observer protecting this base when there are cannons there already. A little bit redundant on the detection front, but I guess that could be worse. Junkspot decides to come on in and attack into BaderLord. I don't know that luck has favored the aggressors here today. Nobody's really consistently won a match like this. Oh, yeah. 76 to 30 army supply. BaderLord's getting Flux Veins for all the Void Rays he has, of which he has 0. I don't think he's made any either, to be honest with you. See? Junkspot being aggressive and dies. This is what we've been seeing here today, is the aggressive player. He's not been rewarded by much. Kind of what PvP is a little bit, though, right? Defending is a bit easier than being aggressive. Alright, so again, doesn't know about this. Doesn't know about this. Doesn't know about the fact that his opponent has taken his own natural base for his own. That's how you know it's a good game, is when your opponent takes your own natural. That is when things are crazy. Was this mined out anyway? This base was mined out anyway. Keep going north. Follow your instincts, young Jedi. You can figure that. Why are these guys going home? He's like, there's nothing to defend me back home. Build some stuff, man. You got empty supply. You got a lot of resources. Just make a ton more, whatever. I don't care what it is, as long as it can shoot up. Hey, instinct's correct. Found the base. That's empty now because apparently everybody wants to work with the natural. It's like, this is the last place that BaderLord will look. Oh, did he turn around? No, he's got these guys here. All right. Such a hilarious game. Hey, look, he's making stuff. 3 carriers, a Tempest. Junkspot really doesn't have the resources to do much. He's invested too much in cannons. Like, we're going to be honest with ourselves right now. It is 40 cannons for Junkspot, 10 for BaderLord. And 7 have gone down for Junkspot as well in this game. 7 for BaderLord, too. So, here's... Oh, gosh. Why are you not A-moving? Why would you just move command anywhere? Like, all right, million cannons. I can't beat that. I mean, I don't agree with you, BaderLord. Look at all these cannons. Yeah, this is how you know someone's going to lose. If they turtle up with 1,000,000 cannons, the longer the game goes on, the more likely it is that they die. Ooh, high ground, though. But these cannons are here, too. He's like, wait, what is happening? Guess he knew about these because his buildings were spawning them as they were getting murdered by said cannons. But okay, so it's suddenly 2 base to 1 base. The best spot economically that BaderLord has been in probably this entire game. It's 56 to 40 total workers. Phoenix out for Junkspot. Dude, this game keeps surprising. Uh-oh. Well, he's trying to expand there, but instantly dies thanks to just bad luck, really. So the Phoenix are not really what you want here. They have an eye on Pulse Crystals. Holy crap. Dude, that carrier stuck its nose out is now dead. Oh my gosh, Junk. You guys need the help. Everybody come over here. I guess it doesn't really matter in the end, though. BaderLord's just able to overwhelm the Phoenix. Not a good choice. They only do bonus damage to interceptors. They don't really do well against Temp. Dude, look, why would you attack into this mess of cannons when there's nothing here? Junkspot doesn't care about... I guess he's working on upgrades here. Not anymore, because it's all depowered. Good job target firing the pylons, though. That's how BaderLord got here, was target firing pylons. And real nice. It's 92 to 6 army supply right now. You would think it's over. I don't know about that. I remain unconvinced. Oh, he denies the upgrade. He denies the air upgrade that Junkspot was working on. Okay, good job, sir.
Upgrade complete.
This is your last mission. You gotta wipe out this base that has 29 probes on the minerals, which is a little bit massively oversaturated. Taking this base for a third. He wants to be up a 3 base to 1 economy, which, sure, man. You go right ahead. You be as careful as you need to be. He's got +3 attack on his carriers, +3 armor, and +3 shields. Fully upgraded carriers and Tempest here today. It's like, I don't want to go kill that. I want to kill this. I mean, I guess this is where the production is, right? This is all defensive stuff. So, like, you kill this, Junkspot can't make any kind of an army. It's all cannons all the time. Oh, these poor... the observers are kind of doing all right. If the cannons are not firing on them. All right, that works out. Yeah, man. +3 carriers, a big difference between that and +1 carriers. Anything that hits a lot really fast, like interceptors or zerglings, benefit immensely from upgrades. Immensely from attack upgrades, for sure. Okay, alright. So BaderLord's like, cool. We got this thing. We got it. We've got Junkspot in a corner, I think.
Mineral field depleted.
Boom. Boom. He's thinking about it. He's like, all right, there's nobody here. How about this base? I like this whole scouting with your entire army approach to scouting instead of, I don't know, maybe using observers for this. But, all right, so we're just going to glance this base, which we know is mined out, so probably hasn't been retaken. That would not make any sense at all. This base, empty, still dead. We killed that one earlier. Good, good. All right, here we go. We're just going to A-move into this insanity. Maybe lose a couple carriers, but we're going to try to depower all of the pylons. See what that does for us for cannons as far as shutting them down. The answer is okay. Not bad. There's a lot of pylons here, man. There are a lot of pylons providing power. I don't know if you wouldn't be better off just killing the cannons, but... sure, it worked out. I mean, again, these are cannons that don't benefit from attack or armor upgrades against fully upgraded Skytoss units. So finally, Junkspot is down. He's done. That's it. He has 0 army supply. All he's able to make here are pylons. He's desperately holding on for his own life. Just realized we're seeing the XP values when we're killing stuff. I did not realize that until now in a 43-minute game. Is that always the case? And BaderLord is your winner in 43 minutes and 27 seconds. He wants to stick around and keep murdering stuff. Just kidding, he's out. That was the most Brave Noob World game I have cast ever, I think. That was so good. Junkspot, his expanding was on point, man, but he just never had the army to hold what BaderLord was doing. He was spending his money better. Yeah, not ideally. Like, he's got 130 supply total, and he has 5,000 minerals and 4,000 gas in the bank. But the 333 was fantastic. Resources lost 70,000 for Junkspot and 36,000 for BaderLord. So it just started like that, right? It started a 10,000 to 1,000 resource loss discrepancy in favor of the red Protoss player, Mr. BaderLord. And he just kind of kept that going. He lost 2 motherships. Junkspot lost a mothership here too. All 15 Phoenix died without accomplishing a whole lot there for Junkspot. 29 Tempest died. 22 carriers died for BaderLord. Everybody lost a ton of buildings. 6 Nexuses died for BaderLord and 7 died for Junkspot. What a match. What an incredible match. Really fun stuff. So again, BaderLord could have probably used to expand a little bit more often, right? Spend his money a little bit better. But overall, he got the win here, right? He was not it wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad move. So great job by him. Junkspot just needed to make fewer cannons and more stuff. I think that's the lesson for him there today. All right, that's going to be it from me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2, Legacy of the Void, and a brave noob world. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.
Broken and ashamed by what you have done. There is no redemption.